Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. HVK all day. Let's get it, man. Woo! Man, the energy is high today, bucko. Y'all see the glow? You already know, man. We going strong. Yeah, man. So in this video, the topic that I want to talk to you guys about is how I haven't smoked weed in over 900 days, man. No cap. I haven't smoked weed in over 900 days. And in this video, I kind of want to talk about like what I've learned. Let me just put down the window a little bit because it's kind of hot. So yeah, guys, I haven't smoked in over 900 days and I'm never going back, bro. I'm never going back. And the reason for that is because, you know, I'm better off without it. Okay, I smoked for like 5 years, right? I started when I was like 15, okay? And yeah, man, like when I first discovered it, it was like the best thing ever, right? It was like the best thing ever. It was exciting. It was like something new, right? You would meet people through it. Um, you would go to like different locations and do it, right? But, you know, one of the things that I want to talk about in this video, like some of the benefits of not smoking. And the first thing that I want to go over is the money, all right? You save so much money when you're not constantly picking up, buying accessories, buying, all the pipes, the bongs, the papers, the wax, the edibles, the weed, all those things, man, like it adds up. Okay, before I shot this video, I did some calculations. If you would spend $10 on it every single day, that is 3,650 dollars a year, I believe. And that's a lot, man. That's a lot of money, bro. I haven't smoked in that much time, so I'd be saving hundreds and thousands of dollars. Okay. And back in the days, like when I first started, I didn't have a job, right? So it was kind of like always it was always like a mission to the whole like thing, right? Like trying to get the money and then, trying to find somebody to get it from. And then it was just like a whole bunch of like things that you would have to go through, right? I mean, nowadays it's a lot more easier, but at the same time, ever since it became legal, right? Like I wouldn't even trust it, man, because ever since it became legal, it's like it became more weaponized, right? Like the herb nowadays is it's not even natural, bro. Like it's so unnatural. Honestly, when I smell it nowadays, like it almost makes me gag, right? Like when I smell weed nowadays, it just smells so weird to me, and I'm just not even attracted to it anymore. Okay, so like I said, man, I smoked for like 5 years. In the very beginning, it was like the best thing ever, right? But yeah, but that's one of the first things. One of the first benefits is saving a lot of money. I know this one dude where he smokes, right? And he's always complaining about how he's always broke or how he doesn't have any money, but he's always spending his money on weed and caffeine and all this stuff, bro. And yeah, that's hundreds of dollars. That's thousands of dollars that you could be using on other things, man. So all the money that I'd be saving is awesome, bro. Like now I could use that money to invest in myself, right? I could use that money to buy like things that are gonna help me, right? Like I be buying supplements like ashwagandha, sea moss, collagen, things that is gonna like improve my health, right? Improve my health so I could feel better, so I could operate more efficiently. Because health is truly wealth, right? Health is truly wealth. So if you are feeling healthy, man, you could make more money because you feel good, physically, mentally, you have more energy. That's a bar. But yeah, man, like, and not only that, man, you could help people around you, right? Like when you're saving money from not smoking weed, you could help the people around you like I am doing. I help my family a lot. And that's a blessing in itself, man. So that's the first thing that I wanted to talk about. So the second thing that I wanted to talk about is you have way more time, okay? Way more time and energy to do things. I remember back then when I used to smoke, I would try like it just slowed me down so much, it just slowed me down so much. And the thing about weed, guys, is it becomes a part of your identity. All right. After a while, it kind of becomes a part of your identity. So you feel weird when you're not doing that, right? Because you kind of created like an identity behind it. Like I said, like you meet people through it, you go to certain environments, certain music. It's just like this whole persona that you start creating that revolves around weed, right? And when you're not smoking weed, it's like you're detached from yourself or something, all right? And I noticed that back in the day when I would take like a break, like even like a week break, I would just instantly feel more clear minded. I felt more grounded. I felt more less anxious, right? I felt more motivation to actually start being more productive. Because after a while, I wanted to be more productive, but I also liked smoking, right? But it was hard to balance those things out. And I know some people be like, oh, I could do it all, this and that. That's cool, man. But from my personal experience, it was hard to balance these things out because, I would try to get into a fitness routine. I would try to be, because I've always been into working out, right? Even when I used to smoke and stuff. But what would happen is I would smoke or I would work out first, right? And then I would smoke afterwards. And then after a while, like it just, even if you're smoking like sativa or like uplifting strains, like when it's over, it still takes energy out of you, right? It still makes you feel kind of like they call it like a weed hangover, right? Where you don't feel like it affects you on a mental level, but on a physical level as well. Okay. So what would happen is I would, try to be more physically active, but it was always slowing me down. So I would have less motivation, less energy to actually do that, and I would find myself smoking less or working out less and then smoking more until eventually I just stopped the workout routine completely. All right, but it's just when you're always high, you don't realize how like unproductive you can be. I mean, sometimes you can't, but for the most part, like for the majority of people, when they smoke, they just want to relax, they just want to chill, just want to vibe and stuff like that, which is cool. It just keeps you stuck. Like it just kind of stunts your growth, man. It really stunts your growth. And like I said, man, in the very beginning when I first discovered this, it was like the best thing ever, right? But as the years went on, I got tired of spending money on it. I got tired of just being in that loop, right? Just being in that loop of always picking up, always smoking, just being high, right? Just being high, but like what else is there like in life, man? Like, you reach a certain point where you kind of get sick of this cycle. And yeah, man, it's like how I stopped smoking is it just kind of gradually over time, like I just got sick of it. I just kind of, it stopped hitting the same. Like it wasn't as enjoyable anymore. It was more of like of an anxious high, right? Like it wasn't like how it was back then, where it was just like, you know just the good vibes, right? It was more of like not really feeling like smoking, but just doing it just because I'm bored or just because I've been doing it for such a long time, right? You become kind of, some people say it's not addictive, but I don't know about that, especially with the weird mad scientist weed out there. Like, I'm pretty sure it's addictive, man. Okay, it's psychologically addictive. It's yeah, man. It may not be as hard as like other stuff, but it is addictive to some extent. And yeah, man. So like towards the end of my weed journey, I remember I just got rid of a lot of stuff, man. Like how it first started is I just started getting rid of all my things, all my grinders, pipes, like all the stuff that I accumulated over the years. I just kind of got rid of it or sold it very cheap. And yeah, man, and it's just like that's where it started. So towards the very end, I was kind of more I was more cautious, right? Like I didn't want to be smoking just however amount, I was just like I said, it stopped hitting the same, so I was more cautious in how I was doing it, right? I would do it in lower amounts, or I would smoke like the wax pens or these little gummy edibles and things like that. So I wasn't doing it as careless as I was in the beginning. So I was trying to be more responsible with it. But even that, it was just like I didn't see no point in it. I just like I honestly felt better being sober, but I would try to convince myself that, oh, like this is fine. Like we could make this work, right? We could make this work. It's natural, right? It's like a lot of people do it, but you have to be real with yourself, man. You have to be honest with yourself because a lot of people, like I said, they create an identity behind weed and all the good memories and things like that. But just because something worked for you in the beginning doesn't mean that it's always going to work for you, right? That's a learning experience in life because I feel like weed it could make you more open minded, right? It could make you because that's what it how it was like in the beginning for me. That's how it was, like it started making me more creative, like more open minded. But after a while, like it just wasn't aiding me anymore. Like it wasn't helping me grow. It was just kind of slowing me down, keeping me stagnated, not like leveling me up. And yeah, man. So towards the very end, I was just like the desire for it just slowly just started fading away. It just slowly started fading away. And towards the very end, I was just kind of really sticking to like the little pens. I would hit like I would do like one or two hits and that's it, right? And then November of 2021 is when I just completely just stopped. I just completely stopped. I started my self improvement journey at the end of 2021, right? So I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, stopped watching the hub, right? I started retaining my energy, went on SR, right? And the improvements were so drastic, man, where I didn't even miss it. And it's not like I was even counting the days. It was just that I completely forgot about it. I just moved on with my life, right? I had no, nothing to like hold me back. Like I got rid of all my stuff. All the people that I used to smoke with back then, like I never really talked to them anymore as much as I did. So that's another thing that might happen is like when you stop smoking weed, you might lose a lot of people that you used to smoke with because all they're trying to do is smoke and you're trying to like level up. You're not trying to do that anymore. You're trying to do other things in life, right? You're trying to do other things in life that will improve you. And you can't be around these old crowds that were just trying to be stagnant, just get high and just chill and just especially if you're retaining guys like you don't want to be around stagnant energy because lazy people will piss you off or they will annoy you, and it's not like the person annoys you, it's just the type of energy, right? You can't be around low vibrational people that are just like chill that are just chilling, right? That are just there. Okay, you become very ambitious when you are sober, and when you are on retention, man, you become like a lion. You're just ready to like blast off, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're like a rocket. You're just ready to blast off to the moon. But yeah, man, like it's not like I was even counting too. Like the other day, I just randomly thought, I was like, oh man, I haven't even smoked since November of 2021, and I added it up, and apparently it's been like 900 days. Okay, so that's the type of point that you want to get to. That goes with a lot of things in life, man. Whether that's not drinking alcohol, not watching pornography, or retaining your energy, right? I feel like all those things work the best when you're not thinking about it. When you're not you're putting on a identity around how long you've been not doing it, right? When I stopped smoking weed, it's not like I was thinking like, oh, I've gone 30 days without it. Like I've gone 2 months, I've gone 6 months. Like honestly, I didn't even think about it. I just started focusing my energy on like other things. And apparently, it's been like 900 days since I last smoked any type of THC or anything like that, man. And I feel great. I'm high on life. That's like I don't need anything outside of me to feel good. I'm saving money. My energy isn't like up and down or just things like that, man. It's more flowy, right? It's more natural. You know, um, I have vivid dreams, okay? I have I don't know, it's just a great feeling, being living life on a sober state of consciousness, being healthy out here. It just it's just awesome, man. Like not always being in the daze and the haze and things like that. Like I'm telling you guys, like when you are retaining your energy, when you're sober, when you're being healthy, you feel high, man. You feel high off life where and it's like if you would even smoke, you know already that it would instantly make you feel worse, bro. Like you get to a point where if you would smoke weed, like it would just instantly throw off your vibration. You would instantly feel just like, and honestly, like since you have no tolerance, bro, you would just like you'd probably I don't know, it probably wouldn't be good, man, because your tolerance is so low, and if you smoke, bro, it would just throw you into like a very unnatural, hyper stimulating state where it will probably just cause like a panic attack or something negative like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, weed no more 2024. Let's go, man. I never see myself going back to it. Or maybe, I don't know, man. Like, I do have a blunt right here. Like, I just found one. Like, there's a backwood. So I think I'm going to just smoke it real quick. I'm just playing, guys. Some beef jerky or a jerky stick. But yeah, man. I don't think I'm ever gonna go back to that, bro. Like I said, when I smell the weed nowadays, I'm just like, I'm not even appeal to it. Even if someone was smoking in front of me, which people have, I don't feel tempted, guys. I don't feel tempted to do that. My mentality, man, this is chewy, bro. My mentality on it has completely changed, guys. I don't see myself ever going back to that. I feel way happier, way better, just not smoking, man. Right? Like people waste so much time, so much money, so much energy on something that is not benefiting them in life. So like I said, you just have to be real with yourself. You have to keep it real, and that's what it's all about, man. Don't lie to yourself. Just because you've been doing something for a long time, you know, there's always like, how would you say, like, just because you've been doing something for a long time doesn't necessarily mean that you have to keep doing it, right? Especially if it's not hitting the same anymore. Like you don't want to keep chasing that feeling or using that as a crutch, because a lot of people, that's what they do. They use that as a crutch instead of facing their problems head on. All right, it's like weed is almost like a comfortable prison that you put yourself in. Okay, like yeah, you feel relaxed, you feel good, you feel accomplished, right? But it's an illusion, man. It really is an illusion, because it's like you are rewarding yourself, especially like if you don't have anything going on for yourself, and if you're just smoking just to smoke, you're just wasting a lot of potential within yourself, man. Like if you're not being productive in your life, then you really are wasting a lot of potential. But I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This isn't a video to judge anybody that does smoke. Like I said, you just have to keep it honest with yourself, because me back then when I would smoke, I would probably be like, oh no, this is helping me. Like this is, I have anxiety, so I need to smoke. But what if, looking back, is like maybe I had the anxiety because I was always smoking, because I was always, getting high and just changing my brain patterns, like because it changes your brain, the neuroplasticity. It changes like your thought patterns, especially with these high concentrates of THC, bro. It just dumbs you down, bro. Like you get stupid high, right? And that's what the weed nowadays is, man. It's almost like a silent weapon. Like ever since it became legal, like best believe there's definitely an agenda. Um, it's mad scientists out here. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about, man. Just the benefits of not smoking, saving a ton of money, having more energy, having more motivation, not hanging around these people that aren't good for you, that are just trying to get high. Um, yeah, man, opportunities will just open up for you, man. You just feel overall way better, and you're gonna want to do better things for yourself when you're not constantly smoking. And like I said, like for me, I'm at the point where I don't see any point in like doing it in moderation, bro, because sometimes when you do things in moderation, it's still keeping you stuck in life. And like I said, I have no desire at all to even go back to that, right? Like that's I don't identify with somebody that used to smoke. Like I look back on the times that I smoked, I was like, damn, like I used to do that. Like I'm so beyond that, guys. Like I'm so beyond that. And like I said, I wasn't even counting the days, I was just living my life, and then I just randomly thought about it and I was like, dang, like I haven't smoked in over 900 days, man. But that's how it be. But yeah, so I'm gonna just wrap it up with that, guys, because I'm starting to ramble. But let me know what you guys think about this video. All right, do you guys smoke? Are you guys sober? Let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, um, maintain your frame, read Tang Gang. I'm out. Peace.